श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। श्रीशैलाभिजनाम्बुराशिशनं श्रीकृष्णतातात्मजं श्रीशैलान्वय देवनाथ सुधिय प्राप्तागमान्तद्वयं पादाब्जे नरसिंहताते गुरोः न्यस्तात्मरक्षाभरं विद्वद्वृन्दचकोरचन्दिरमहं रामानुजार्यं श्रये। श्रीरङ्गसुधामधुसमास्वादयन्तं श्रीरङ्गमहिषीपदपङ्कजात्मजं सुलभाश्रयं सदा मोदसिद्धमद्भुतं भजेऽहं गुरुं तं रङ्गनाथप्रियं सुखासनस्थं हृदयाब्जपीठे चिन्मुद्रयालङ्कृतपाणिपद्मं शुभोपवीतं विमलोर्ध्वपुण्ड्रं नमामि रङ्गं गुरुम् अन्तरङ्गे। नमामि योगसम्राज्ञीं विजयां विजयप्रदां श्रीरङ्गार्धासनासीनां करुणामातरं गुरुरूपपरञ्ज्योतिः ज्योतिरूपगुरुः परः अज्ञानमन्दिरं ह्येतत् गुरुविज्ञानमन्दिरं मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं। योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीने प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं। जयत्याश्रितसन्त्रास ध्वान्तविध्वंसनोदयः प्रभावान् सीतया देव्या परमव्योमभास्करः सकृदेव प्रपन्नाय तवास्मीति च याचते अभयं सर्वभूतेभ्यः ददाम्येतद्व्रतं मम। मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि। वेदवेद्ये परे पुंसि जाते दशरथात्मजे वेदः प्राचेतसादासीत् साक्षात् रामायणात्मना। Salutations to our Guru and the Guru of all Gurus will commence our session today. So in the previous session, we were in 14th Sarga. This is the place where Hanuman has decided to explore Sri Lanka further. And he has set his foot on the famous Ashoka Vatika. And he has entered the Ashokavanam and he started to look around, and we saw a description, the very first entry point that Hanuman got into. So he saw that there are many different types of trees and so on. We will continue the discussion further now. We'll see a beautiful description of Ashokavanam before Hanuman. BH and சொல்றோம். After Hanuman, அது துவம்சம் பண்ணாட்டு வேற மாதிரி இருக்கும். Before Hanuman scene is what we're going to see. It's a lovely place with, we'll see Kavi Valmiki is getting into the Alankaram aspects in the subsequent slokas which we are going to see today. I think we were in sloka number 21. Yeah, we ended with sloka number 21 in the last class. 14th Sarga, 21st sloka. Satatra mani bhumischa rajatischa manoramaha tata kanchana bhumischa dadarsha vicharan kapihi. That's where we ended. So now what we'll do is we'll continue. I'm going to recite the next 4 slokas because they're all related. Vapischa vidhakaraha purna paramavarina maharhair manisopanaihi upapannastatastataha mukta pravalasikataha sphatikantara कांचनैस्तरिभिश्चित्रैः तीरजैरुपशोभितैः पद्मोत्पलवनाः चक्रवाकोपकूजिताः नत्यूहरुतसङ्घुष्टा हंससारसनादिताः दीर्घाभिर्द्रुमयुक्ताभिः शरद्भिश्च समन्ततः अमृतोपमतो याभिः शिवाभिरुपसंस्कृताः लताशतैरवतताः सन्तानकुसुमावृताः वृतघनाः करवीरकृतान्तराः. So we'll go through what all Hanuman is saying in Ashokvanam now. Paramavarina Purnaha Tatastataha Maharhaihi Manisopanaihi Upapannaha. Paramavarina Abhinaka with Varina water nartham. So the place has rich sources of pure water. There is no pollution at all in those days. Purnaha Tatastataha. Here and there, what did he see? Maharhaihi Manisopanaihi Upapannaha. Mukta Pravala Sikataha. So he's seeing a place which actually is encrusted with different types of jewels, pearls, and so on. Lots of platforms there. Maharhaina rich nartham. Manisopanaihi. There are staircases or steps which are studded with pearls. Mukta Pravala Sikataha. So there are corals and pearls that he sees there. Spatikantara Kuttimaha. Kuttimanaka நம்ம குட்டிமான வீட்டில் கூப்பிடுற மாதிரி குட்டிமாகனாக்கா பிளாட்ஃபார்ம்ஸ் அர்த்தம். There are platforms which are again paved with ஸ்பட்டிகம். ஸ்பட்டிகம்னா பிரைட் கிறிஸ்டல்ஸ், எல்லாருக்கும் தெரியும் அது. அப்புறமா தீரஜைஹி காஞ்சனைஹி சித்ரைஹி தருபிஹி உபசோபிதாக. So there are now different types of trees. எந்த மாதிரி ட்ரீஸ்னா தீரஜைஹி, trees that grow around the banks of rivers, rivulets, streams. So there are certain trees which grow around the banks. அதுக்கு பேர் தீரஜைஹின்னு அர்த்தம். அடுத்தது காஞ்சனைஹி. Some of the trees are really golden hueish in color. சித்ரைஹி, சித்ரைனா different colors அர்த்தம், very very colorful. தருபிஹி உபசோபிதா. Lots of trees were seen there. அப்புறமா குல்ல பத்மோத்பலவனாக. There are lots of ponds rich with lotuses and lilies which have blossomed. Chakravakopa Kujitaha. The whole place is reverberating with the beautiful sounds emanating from birds such as Chakravakam. Chakravakamgra or bird. Adilendra vara nadathanala the whole place is reverberating. Natyu Haruta Sangushtaha. There are flocks of birds called as Natyuha. Okay. And the Natyuhangra birds, they are all, brushing against each other. Sangushtaha. That is what he sees there. Adutadu, Hamsasara Sanaditaha. Lots of swans which are again singing various songs, and you can hear the nadam that is coming from swans. And of course, Sarasangra birds are irukanga. Dirghabhihi Drumayuktabhihi Amurtopama Toyabhihi. Amurtopama Toyabhihi. So in a Dirghabhi, there are trees which are very, very long. Abdinaka branches are long. Some of them could be tall. Drumayuktabhi, Drumana trees. Amurtopama Toyabhihi Shivabhihi Saridbhihi Samantataha. There are lots of rivers, rivulets and streams all around. Adula irukkudiya water. How is the water there? Abdinaka, they are Amurtopama Toyabhi. They are like nectar. Abdinatham. So the water is really nectarine. Adna sweet arkum. Abdinu vechikalam. Aduthathu Shivabhi. These different sources of water are actually full of auspiciousness. Shivabhi. So they are probably puja raha. You can use that water for doing puja. So that's the meaning of Shivabhihi. Aduthathu Saridbhihi. Lots of streamlets. Ella edathilum irukku. Upasamskritaha. Aduthathu Lata Shataihi Avatataha. There are hundreds of creepers all around. Santana Kusuma Vrtaha Nana Gulma Vrta Ghanaha. So it is scattered with various types of blossoms of Ashoka tree. Aprama Nana Gulma Vrta Ghanaha. Several bushes also were seen there. Karavira Kritantaraha. So there are lots of lilies which have blossomed here and there. Vividhakaraha Vapi ischa dadarsha. He saw many different types of Vapi. Telangala Bhavi antaanga. Bhavi inadi Vapi. Sanskritam Vapi naka Nadavapi in Solo Tamila. The Vapi comes from Sanskrit, which is wells. So he sees different various wells there. So in other words, it's a really charming place to look at. And the moment you enter there, all your sorrow will disappear. அதுக்குதான் அது அசோகவனம் அப்படின்னு பேரு. அடுத்தது ததோம்புதர சங்காசம் பிரவுத்த சிகரம் கிரிம் விசித்திர கூட்டம் கூட்டைச்ச சர்வதः பரிவாரிதம் ஷிலாகிருஹைரவததம் நானா விருக்ஷைः சமாவிருதம் ததர்ஷ ஹரிஷார்தூலோ ரம்யம் ஜகதி பர்வதம். So now you have seen the description of trees and rivers, ponds, etc., platforms. Now you're going to look at the mountains, hilltops, that was all around there. Tataha Harishardulaha. What did he see? Jagati Ramyam Parvatam. He saw some very delightful, Pakarthake, beautiful Argakudia mountains. How are they? Ambudhara Sankasham. They are looking like Ambudharaha. That which holds water. What is that? That's the clouds. So the mountains were resembling clouds, rain clouds, basically. Pravardha Shikaram, their peaks are really tall, great to look at. Vichitra Kutam, there is a Kutam. Now, Tamil Kutam, Sanskrit Kutam, collection is called Kutam. Vichitra Kutam, there are many different types of mountains which are assembled together. It's a collection of mountain peaks. Sarvataha Kutaihi Parivaritam. You can simply see lots of peaks all around. Shilagrihehi Avatatam. Hanuman also saw lots of Shilagraha, which are caves. Okay, Shilagrahamna caves nartham. Ade ella edathilum paakறாரு. Nana Vrikshaihi Samavritam Girim Dadarsha. I don't think this needs explanation. There are lots of different types of trees on all these mountains. So that's a really beautiful resort type of place, which we can all go to at some point of time. Dadarshacha nagat tasmat nadim nipatitam kapihi ankadiva samutpatya priyasya patitam priyam jale nipatitagraischa पादपैरुपशोभितां वार्यमाणामिव क्रुद्धां प्रमदां प्रियबन्धुभिः पुनरावृत्ततोयाञ्च ददर्श समहाकपिः प्रसन्नामिव कान्तस्य कान्तां पुनरुपस्थिताम्. Valmiki's Alankaram will come into picture here. என்னெல்லாம் சொல்றாருன்னு பார்ப்போம். கபிஹி, இப்போ மவுண்டன்ஸ் பார்த்தார். கீழே கிரவுண்ட் எல்லாம் முடிச்சிட்டோம், மவுண்டன்ஸ் பார்த்தோம். அடுத்த மவுண்டன்லேருந்து என்ன வரும் அப்படின்னு கேட்டாக்கா, you really get waterfalls, rivers, etc. So this is a deeper description of the water bodies now. Kapihi tasmat nagat, nagam naka hill nartham. Himalayo nama nagadhirajaha. Right? He is a Raja of all hills. Is Himalaya. The Kalidasa says that actually. Nipatitam nadim. So there are lots of nadis which are, falling down from various hills there. Ada paakrar. Adu eppadi irukku abingiradha sollapporar ipo. So there are a lot of rivers which are falling down from hills as waterfalls. Adu eppadi irukkenaka priyasya ankat samutpatya patitam priyam iva. It appeared as if the lover falls off from the laps of her beloved. அப்படிங்கிறார். சரியா? அது beloved தள்ளி விட்டாலோ beloved கீழே விழுந்தாலோ நம்மளுக்கு தெரியாது. ஆனா அது அந்த விழுற ஆஸ்பெக்ட் வந்துட்டு it resembled like that. Okay. That is a close association of rivers with hills. Okay. And the purpose of hills is to actually they store water in the form of large lakes, and then when the lake overflows, you get rivers and waterfalls, etc. So there's a very close association, just like between any two lovers. அப்படிங்கிறது இங்க சொல்றாரு. அடுத்தது ஜலே நிபதிதாக்ரைஹி பாதபைஹி உபசோபிதாம். Okay, the rivers, the waterfalls are falling down from the hills and they become rivers. And there we saw earlier there is a description of trees which grow around the banks. இல்லையா? அந்த மாதிரி ட்ரீஸை இப்போ டிஸ்கிரைப் பண்றாரு. அது எப்படி இருக்கு அப்படின்னாக்கா, ஜலே நிபதிதாக்ரைஹி. ஸோ இந்த ட்ரீஸோடைய பிரான்ச்சஸ்லாம் இப்படி போய் ரிவர்ல மறுபடியும் கீழே விழறதான். ஓகே, ஸோ தேர் டால் ட்ரீஸ், தேர் பிரான்ச்சஸ் ஆர் ஃபாலிங் இன் டு த ரிவர். அண்ட் அதோட டிஸ்கிரிப்ஷன் பாருங்க. பிரிய பந்துபிஹி வாரியமானாம் குருத்தாம் பிரமதாம் இவ நதீம் ததர்ஷ. எப்படின்னாக்கா, this scene of the branches falling into the river, it is resembling as if a lady, a woman is kind of forbidden, or she is prevented from getting closer to her lover. இல்லையா? இது எல்லா வீட்லயும் நெட்ஃபிளிக்ஸ் சீரியல் மாதிரி பார்க்கலாம். People who will ward you away from your lover, your husband or your wife. So the lady will immediately feel a sense of anger. So and the madri, these trees have become angry and they are getting in touch with the water. Somebody is warding off, pinadi pull pandrathu, but however the branches are trying to seek out the river. So that is a upamanam that Valmiki is giving here. அடுத்தது ததர்ஷ. அப்புறம் ஆவர்த்ததோயாம் காந்தஸ்ய பிரசன்னா புனः உபஸ்திதாம் காந்தாம் இவ. So you can also see the lot of eddies in சொல்லுவோம், natural water which is basically encircling, இல்லையா? அதையும் பார்க்கிறார் நிறைய இடத்துல. அது எதனால, அது எது மாதிரி இருக்கு, வாட் இஸ் உப்மானம் he is giving here அப்படின்னா, ஆவர்த்ததோயாம் காந்தஸ்ய பிரசன்னாம் புனः உபஸ்திதாம் காந்தாம் இவ. So a lady who has just now gone away from her lover and she is returning back to her lover again. அந்த மாதிரி திருப்பி திருப்பி சுத்திட்டே இருக்கு அப்படின்னு ஒரு உபமானம். So basically Kavi is using the Sringara Alankaram in these 3-4 slokas. Okay, so that's what we can see here. Upasthitam kantam iva saha mahakapihi punaha dadarsha. Tasya durat sapadminyo nana dvijaganayutaha dadarsha harishardulo hanuman marutatmajaha. Harishardulah marutatmajaha, what did he see? Saha hanuman. Tasya adurat, அங்கேருந்து ரொம்ப தூரத்திலேயே இல்லாத, not far off from that place, நானா திஜ கணாயுதாக பத்மின்யஹ ததர்ஷ. He saw a place which is full of lotuses, Padmini. Also that place is full of நானா திஜ கணாயுதா, lots of birds அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம். திஜம்னா birds அப்படின்னு ஏற்கனவே பார்த்திருக்கும். திஜ கணங்கள், கணங்கள் இருக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு pond. He saw a pond which is full of lotuses and lots of birds which are flocked around that place. Let's see what that place is. Kritimam dirghikam chapi purnam shitena varina manipravara sopanam mukta sikata shobhitam vividhair mrga sanghaischa vichitram chitragananam prasadai sumahadbhischa nirmitair vishwakarmana kanane kritrimaischapi sarvatas samalankritam. என்னெல்லாம் பார்க்கிறார்? Now his gaze has turned towards a pond which is full of lotuses and lots of birds, but he also sees some platforms around that place. Shitena varina purnam, that pond is filled with very cold, cool waters. Manipravara sopanam, there are lots of steps which are embellished with pravalam, mani and pravalam, that is pearls and corals. Lots of gems also. Mukta sikata shobhitam, it is also full of pearl dust அப்படிங்கிறார். That looks as if it is sand, but it's actually pearl dust. Vividhaihi mrigha sangaischa lots of different types of animals were seen there. Vichitram Chitrakananam, wonderful to look at, and having very colorful trees around that place. Vishwakarmana Nirmitaihi Sumahadbhihi Prasadaihi. So there are lots of mansions which have been built by Vishwakarma. He could see around that place. Kritrimaihi Kananis Chapi Sarvataha Samalankritam. அந்த காலத்திலே இருந்திருக்கு. There are lots of artificial woods or forests or woodlands, you can call it, which were built. அப்படிங்கிறாரு. அப்போ பிளாஸ்டிக் இருக்கா இல்லையான்னு தெரியாது. But probably these are not real trees to look at, but artificial trees. அப்படி இருந்திருக்குன்னு ஒரு ரெஃபரன்ஸ் இருக்கு. சர்வதः சமலங்கிருதாம் தீர்கிகாம் சாப் கிருத்ரிமாம் தீர்கிகாம் சாப்பி. So he saw lakes there, lots of தீர்கிகைனாக்கா lakes. So this is the picture that Hanuman sees there. Ye kechit padapastatra pushpopaga phalopagamaha Satchatra savitardikaha sarve savarna vedikaha tatra pushpopaga phalopagaha. There are lots of trees which are blossoming with flowers, and they are bearing an abundance of fruits as well. Ekechit padapaha, whatever trees he saw, sarvehe satchatraha savitardikaha. So these are all, trees which form some kind of a canopy, the umbrellas madri parkalam. Savitardikaha, they have branches which are raised in nature. Savarna vedikaha, so lots of golden platforms that you could see there. Lata pratanair bahubhihi parnaischa bahubhirvritam kanchanim simshupamekam dadarsha hariyuthapaha vritam hema mayibhistu vedikabhis samantataha hariyuthapaha. That is the the important among all monkeys. Bahubhihi lata pratanehi. So he sees lots of canopies of climbers or creepers. Okay. Bahubhihi parnaischa vritam. It is covered with lots of leaves. Samantataha, all around. Eppadi iruknaka hema mayibhihi vedikabhihi vritam. Lots of platforms which are golden hue, perhaps encrusted with gold itself. And in the middle, what does he see? Kanchanim ekam simshupam dadarsha. In the middle, he saw a shimshupa tree. And the vrikshatha parkara Hanuman. So pashyat bhumi bhagamscha gatta prasravanani cha suvarna vrikshana parane dadarsha shiki sannibhane. So his gaze is turning to that platform, the shimshupa tree. And what else you can look at around there? Enna pakarar saha bhumi bhagamscha. He sees lots of pieces of land. Garta prasravanani cha. He sees streams and springs which are emanating from that place. Aparane shiki sannibhane suvarna vrikshan. There are other trees which are blazing like fire, as well as golden colored trees. Apashyate. So you can imagine the various types of trees that Ravana ensured that they are all present in the Ashokavanam. Tesham drumanam prabhaya medoriva divakaraha amanyata tada viraha kanchanosmiti vanaraha. So இது நடுவுல இருக்கக்கூடிய Hanuman. Hanuman is watching all these different types of trees, some of which are golden hue in color, some are red in color. இல்லையா? இதுக்கு ஒரு உபமானம் கொடுக்கிறார் கவி. என்ன சொல்றார்? ததா வீரஹா வானரஹா மேரோஹோ பிரபயா திவாகரஹா இவ. Just like when sun rays fall on Meru Parvatam. I am seeing that happening somewhere here on the screen. When அந்த மேரு பர்வத்தத்துல எப்படி சன்ரைஸ் வந்த உடனே மேரு பர்வத்தம் itself gets that golden hue in color. ஆனா இங்க டிஃப்ரெண்டா சொல்றார். என்னன்னாக்கா apparently the reflected light falls on the sun and the sun feels he is golden, which means actually the Meru Parvatam is full of golden trees. and the sun rays fall on the golden trees. The reflected light falls back on the sun. And the sun now thinks that I am being irradiated, or I am becoming resplendent because of Meru Parvatam. அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி ஹனுமான் என்ன யோசிக்கிறாரு? அமன்யத ததா வீரஹா காஞ்சனோஸ்மிதி வானரஹா. அவர் நடுவில் இருக்கார் ஆஞ்சநேயர். நான் தான் கோல்டு அப்படின்னு நினைச்சுட்டு இருக்கார். ஐ மீன் காஞ்சனஹா அஹம் அஸ்மி, பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் தி ரிஃப்ளெக்டட் லைட் தட் இஸ் கமிங் பேக் ஃப்ரம் தி வேரியஸ் ட்ரீஸ் தட் யூ குட் see there. தாம் காஞ்சனைஸ்தருகணைஹி மாருதேன ச வீஜிதாம் கிங்கிணி சத நிர்கோஷாம் திருஷ்ட்வா விஸ்மயமாகமதே. Kanchanehi Taruganehi. There are lots of golden hued trees that Marutena that Hanuman sees. Marutena Vijitam. These trees are all fanned by Maruti. Okay. Kodi asaindadum kaatru vandada. Kaatru vandadum kodi asaindadangura madri. And the kaathnala inga kodigalla asindundirukku. Okay. Vijitam Kinkini Shatanir Ghosham. So he is hearing the noise that's emanating from the leaves which are moving around because of the wind. And the sound eppadi irukkenaka kinkini shatanirghosham, just like the tinkling of hundreds of anklets. That is the sound. இதெல்லாம் கேட்டுட்டு இருந்தா அவருடைய கோலே மறந்து போயிடும் இல்லையா? இவ்வளவு அழகா டிஸ்கிரைப் பண்றாரு. அங்கேயே உட்காந்துட்டேங்கன்னா ஆஹான்னு பழம் தானே அவருக்கு பிடிக்கும். He will eat lots of fruits and he will try to enjoy the scene there. Okay. Satanir Ghosham Tam Drishtva Vismayam Agamate. He was wonderstruck, it seems. Hanuman saw this whole thing. Aha. So எல்லாத்துக்கும் காரணம் என்ன? Why is all this so beautiful? Adinaka? Because it's all built by Vishwakarma. He is somebody who is full of tastes. He knows how to create it. And he has the power of the Divine Lord to do it. Of course, who has sponsored it is Ravana. Whether he paid him money or not, we don't know. But Vishwakarma is the one who has built all this. So naturally, the art, the creation reflects the artist. And it will take you to the same state of mind as the artist. Adingra madri, and the Vismayam is something you will naturally get by looking at a work of art. As long as the artist is really somebody who is great. His intent was great when that piece of work was created. Sapushpitagram ruchiram tarunankura pallavam tamaruhya mahabahu shimshupam panna samritam. So now he gets into the mood. Okay. Simshupa vriksham is what he has seen with all this beautiful golden hue, etc. Mahabahu saha pushpitagram ruchiram. So he sees the Simshupa tree. And the Simshupa tree, eppadi irukku abdinaka, it is full of flowers, blossoming flowers on the top. Ruchiram, it is very lovely to look at. Tarunankura pallavam. So it is full of tender sprouts and leaves. Abdingra Simshupa vriksham parna samurtam. It is surrounded by leaves. And tam aruhya angokarraranga. So he climbs the Simshupa tree. That's the mood, He's a Vanara, and obviously looking at a beautiful tree, you would obviously like to climb and sit on top of the tree. That's what Hanuman does that now. Ito drakshami vaidehi Ramadarshana lalasam itaschetascha dukkhartam sampatantim yadrchaya. So incidentally, if you happen to see Simshupa tree, we should all bow to that tree, because that is the tree Hanuman has chosen to climb. And keep that as the lighthouse to see Sita Mata. Okay. From here, I will see Sita Mata. Ramadarshana lalasam. Sita is somebody who is waiting to see Rama. Itaschetascha dukkhartam. Itaha drakshyami dukkhartam yadrichaya itascha sampatantim. She probably will be moving here and there in this place in search of Ramachandra. She is probably full of sorrow. Dukkhartam. Dukkamu irukku, arthamu irukku. Rendume irukku. she's basically very sorrowful and depressed. I probably will be able to see her here around this place. Ashokavanika cheyam dridham ramya duratmanaha champakais chandanais chapi vakulais cha vibhushita. Duratmanaha yam ashokavanika dridham. So Hanuman decides that this place called Ashokavanika is in fact owned by the wicked one, which is Ravana. Ramya champakaihi chandanaischa vakulaischaapi vibhushita. So this place is decorated with different types of trees. Champaka vriksham irukku, chandana vriksham irukku. Apparam vakulam, there are trees known as vakula trees. And they have all decorated this place. And indeed, this place is owned by Ravana. Yen chanalini ramya dvija sanghani shevita imam sa rama mahishi nunameshyati janaki. Dvija sanghani shevita. This place is actually frequented by different types of birds, dvijas, dvija sangham, flocks of birds. And yam nalini ramya. So this particular pond is something which is full of lotuses, right? And very beautiful to look at. Sa Rama Mahishi Janaki Nunam Imam Yeshyati. No doubt that this is a pleasant and beautiful place. This will be the place to locate Sita. She will definitely be around in this place. You know, nowhere else, because and the manasu ramyamagarudhu and edathukku ponaka. So I am pretty sure I'm going to find her somewhere here. Sa Rama Rama Mahishi Raghavasya Priyasati Vana Sanchara Kushala Nunameshyati Janaki. So she is not only fond of ponds, but she is also fond of the Vanangal. Yeah, that is where she has been living for the last 13 years. Rama Mahishi Raghavasya Priya. She is a beloved of Raghava. And Sati, of course, she's a very chaste lady. Rama abdingirar. So Rama, she is the wife of Rama, but she is also equally beautiful to look at. Adnala avalukku Rama nu peru. Avala paathalum nammulude manasu prasannamagum. Adnala avalukku peru Rama. Vana Sanchara Kushala. She is somebody who is very skillful, adept at roaming around in a forest. Okay. And our experience, work experience, resume last 13 years, I have been wandering in various forests. That's my work experience. Sa Janaki Nunam Eshyati. So she will certainly be visiting this particular Ashokavanam. Athava Mrigasha Bakshi Vanasyasya Vichakshana Vanameshyati Saryeha Ramachintanu Karshita in a Sultan, Athava, otherwise, Mrigasha Bakshi, she is a lady whose eyes resemble the hirans, the deers. Asya Vanasya Vichakshana. So she must be very familiar with this forest. Ramachintanu Karshita. Of course, her mind is brooding over with Rama. Ramanude chinte da manasla irukku. Sa Arya, she is a noble lady. Iha Vanam Eshyati. She will definitely come to this forest. Definitely. I'm not. So that is, Hanuman thinks either I will see her now or she will come sometime later to this place only. So this is a spot that I have to keep my CCTV on. Avadine avarku manasla varudhu. Vane charanam satatam nunam sprihayate pura Ramasya daita bharya janakasya suta sati. Ramasya daita bharya. She is the dear wife of Ramachandra. Janakasya suta sati. Aparam pura satatam vane charanam sprihayate nunam. Puranaka, in the past, she definitely was very close to the creatures that are wandering in this forest. So therefore, she will at least come to this place because of that. In other words, Hanuman is seeking multiple causal factors which will drive Sita to come to that place. So என்னெல்லாம் ஆரம்பிக்கிறார், first ponds, இந்த நளினி நன்னா இருக்கு இதுக்காக வருவா. இல்ல, these trees are all beautiful, she knows the different trees, so she will come here. சந்தனங்கள் எல்லாம் இருக்கு அதனால வருவா. Or there are lots of creatures, so even because of that she may come here. So he is basically creating யூகங்கள், so and predicting that this is going to be the place where she will come. அடுத்தது, சந்தியா காலமனாஷ்யாமா ध्रुवमेष्यति जानकी நதீஞ்சேமாம் சுபஜலாம் சந்தியார்த்தே வரவர்ணினி. வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் ஸ்லோகம். என்னது? What is another reason why she will come? Okay, Shyama, she is actually beautiful to look at. Shyama naka slightly cloud colorல இருப்பா அப்படின்னு நினைச்சுக்கலாம். ஆனா she has been already told as somebody who is a golden hue லாம் வந்திருக்கு இல்லையா? ஸோ இங்க ஷியாமங்கிறது பியூட்டிஃபுல் அப்படின்னு வச்சுக்கணும். வரவர்ணினி, she is again பக்கத்துலேயே வருது பாருங்க, வரவர்ணினி, லவ்லி காம்ப்ளெக்ஷன். ஓகே, கருப்பு உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்ச கலர் அப்படின்னாக்கா கருப்புனே வச்சுக்கோங்க, இல்லைன்னா கோல்டன் ஹியூ. சரியா? ஜானகி சந்தியா காலமனாக சுபஜலாம் இமாம் நதீம் சந்தியார்த்தே த்ருவம் ஏஷ்யதி. திஸ் இஸ் த லாஸ்ட் ரீசன் இஸ் ட்ரைங் டு கிவ். இந்த ஜலம், இந்த நதி ஜலம்ங்கிறது ரொம்ப பவித்திரம். திஸ் நதி ரிவர் வாட்டர் இஸ் சோ பவர்ஃபுல், சோ பயஸ், சோ பியூர். It resembles amritam. These are the adjectives given to the river water. So therefore, at least Sita will come to this place during Sandhya Samayam to do her Sandhya Vandanam. Okay. So now Antony would have gone up for many people. Okay. Provided you are aware that we do Trikala Sandhya. And the fact here is that Trikala Sandhya is also performed by women, ladies in those days. Okay. Udane ipa male chauvinism, all these males, they have hidden this fact away from us. பாருங்க, வால்மீகியே சொல்லியிருக்கார் ராமாயணத்துல, எங்களை பண்ண விடுறீங்களா? நான் பண்ண ஆரம்பிங்க, யார் வேணான்னு. You better start. Sandhya Vandanam is a ritual which is not just a ritual. I saw lots of WhatsApp videos floating around. I'm sure some of you would have seen, yeah, somebody pouring water from above. Anybody has seen that video recently? Anybody wants to raise hands? No? Okay, then let me not spoil you with that version. I don't go with that version basically. But Sandhya Vandanam is something that is supposed to be performed not to please the sun god. He's somebody who is ever pleasant, nitya prasannama irukkudiya Bhagavan, Surya Bhagavan. So there is an important reason why we all have to perform Sandhya Vandanam. And the Sandhya angadhu, it is not just evening, right? So we have Pratas Sandhya, Madhyanika Sandhya, and Sayam Sandhya. And the word Sandhya by its very nature means Sandhi, or the coming together of two things. One is Jivatma, the other is Paramatma. And in nature, the rishis found that we human beings, our nature is to run away from the Paramatma. So therefore, they devised various methods by which we could get closer to the Paramatma, who is our source and substratum. And it is important to, just like as soon as you get up in the morning, we brush our teeth, isn't it? Hopefully. But you don't brush your teeth later in the day. So there is a time when you do these activities. So naturally, when the mind is kind of calm, that is perhaps the right time. As you know, the word ignition temperature. I think those who know physics will know it, isn't it? What is ignition temperature? Any answers here? No? She has completed her GCSEs now, so it doesn't bother anymore. So ignition temperature is the temperature at which a substance catches fire or combusts, right? So that is known as ignition. Not all temperatures are ignition temperature, and ignition temperatures varies by the fuel you are using. Kerosene has an ignition temperature, diesel has an ignition temperature, petrol has an ignition, wood has an ignition temperature, right? And that ignition temperature is when, if you take that substance to that temperature, it will automatically or naturally catch fire. There is no need to do anything external. So these Sandhya Kalam are such natural points in time that you don't need any extra effort to tune your mind towards the Paramatman. And that's the reason why we are supposed to do Pratha Sandhyandanam at 8:30 a.m. in the morning. Am I correct? No. You are supposed to get up at the Brahma Muhurtam time, and you are not supposed to do it at Brahma Muhurtam time. No. You have to do it just when the sun rises, and the Sandhya adingaradu varanam. So the meeting point between the sun and the earth, just as the sun rises, that is when. So of course in the UK it will be 4 a.m. these days, isn't it? So that is when you have to do the Pratha Sandhya Vandanam. Madhyanikam is exactly when the sun is right above us in the Madhyanam. And again the Sayam Sandhya. So Hanuman is guessing that at least she's an Arya, she's a noble lady, right? And whether her, she's close to her family and husband or she's away from her husband, doesn't matter. She's an Arya lady. So she will do what is required as per the science of getting closer to the divine, which is actually called as Shastras, okay, not the books. So she would respect that and try to do Sandhya Vandanam. And Sandhya Vandanam should be done not with corporation water, isn't it? Which is treated and all that. You better do it in a place which has very pure water. And is this place not the purest? The one where you have Shimshupa tree and you have such beautiful, clear, crystal clear water, etc. So therefore, Hanuman surmises that this is the place where Sita will certainly come. Okay. Any questions?
இதுல இந்த ஸ்லோகத்துல பாடம் வந்து சிவஜலாம்னு ஒரு பாடம் இருக்கு. கோரக்பூர் சுபஜலாம்னு சொன்னீங்க.
Subhajalam, Shivajalam.
Is both okay or?
I think Shivajalam nu vechikalam. That's probably the better word to use. Mangalam, that which Shubham nalum Mangalam nan. Shivam is a slightly purer form of Mangalam associated with Lord Shiva, Shivajalam. Sandhyarte Varavarnini. There are no questions here, I guess, right? There may be questions, but I will let you think. Okay, maybe you can ask later on. Tasyāschāpyanarūpeyam Ashokavanika Shubha Shubhaya Parthivendrasya Patni Ramasya Sammata. Ya Parthivendrasya Ramasya, who is the Lord of the world, Parthivendram. Prithivike Indran avardan. Sammata Shubha Patni. So she is the beloved wife of Ramachandra. She is the auspicious wife. Tasyaha Shubha Iyam Ashokavanika. Even this Ashokavanika seems to be very auspicious. So Anurupam Api. So even this place is something which is worthy of her, befitting Sita Mata. See, where she is residing should be worthy of that place. Yeah, Hanuman has seen all the palaces, harems and all that. They were all in a different state, they were all very rich and so on. But having seen Ashokavanika, which pleases not only the eyes, but also the manas and the atman, right? So the place also befits the person who is going to reside there. So that is the inference that he makes. Yadi jiveti sa devi taradhipanibhanana agamishyati sa vashyam imam shivajalam nadim. So I'll conclude this chapter. So maybe I'll just take a couple of more minutes. So Taradhipa Nibhanana, she is somebody who is whose face resembles the moon, Taradhipam. And Sa Devi, Jivati Yedi, if she is indeed living, surviving, okay, Sa Avashyam Imam Shivajalam Nadim Agamishyati. She will certainly come and visit this place. Therefore, it should be Shivajalam only in the previous slokam also. Right? There is a correlation. So in the Shivajalata Pakartikaga, she will certainly come here. That is what Hanuman sees. It's a very strong statement. Meaning, if at all she is alive, she will certainly come to this place. Abdinaka, enna oru beautiful way, and the Galatla, in those days, the Arya Purushas, those who really follow the science, which keeps us closer to the truth, they know that the mathematics, like if and only if, yeah, one way and the second way, right? So both have to be satisfied here. There is no other place that this person can go. And if that person goes, it has to be only this place. So both conditions, the necessary and sufficient conditions, so to say, are satisfied by this place. Evam tu matva Hanuman Mahatma Pratikshamano Manujendra Patnim Avekshamanascha Dadarsha Sarvam Supushpite Parna Ghane Nilinaha. So it's anyway, last slokam of this sargam. Yeah. Mahatma Hanuman Evam Matva. So he made his decision in this manner, right? Manujendra Patni is the wife of the Lord of all people. This is also another evidence given in Srimad Ramayanam that Sri Ramachandra is an Avatara Purusha. Okay, you don't give this adjective to anyone and everyone. Okay, Manujendra Patni Pratikshamanaha. So he is going to wait there in that place. Supushpite Parnaghane Nilinaha. So he kind of camouflaged him, he covered himself behind the leaves there, and it is profusely blossomed the place. Okay. He's not going to shake the tree just like what he did a little while ago, because now his intelligence surveillance reconnaissance ISR, he's going to start that process now. Supushpite Nilinaha Avekshamanascha Sarvam Dadarsha. So he's essentially looking around there, waiting for Sita Mata to come to that place. Okay. So this will conclude this particular chapter. Ityashe Srimad Ramayane Valmiki Adikavye Samhitayam Sundara Kande Chaturdasha Sarga Samaptaha. Okay. We conclude our session now.
Guru Charanam Puja Nirbhara Bhaktaha Guru Charanam Puja Nirbhara Bhaktaha Samsarada Chiradbhava Muktaha Guru Charanam Puja Krishna Krishna Sendriya Manasa Rakshasini Hridayastam Evam Bhaja Govindam Bhaja Govindam Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate
Ayena vacha manasa indriyairva buddhya atmana va prakrite swabhavate करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै श्रीमन्नारायणायेति समर्पयामि. सर्वं श्रीरामचन्द्रार्पणमस्तु. Have a great day and a great week ahead. Thank you.
Thank you. Namaskaram.
Namaskaram.
Thank you.
Namaskaram.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Raghavanji.
Adel.
Thank you. Namaskaram.